I just wanted to show you a couple of other bits that I've just got for my Norway trip. This is a USA company, 40 Below, so check them out. This is a bottle holder. So this is a bottle holder for a 1 litre Nalgene type bottle, and this one is for a sort of 750ml bottle, like a Gatorade or something, you know, a tall narrow one. So I've got those for my drinks. The temperature over there, it is warming up. I have checked, there will be snow, but day temperatures is going to be about maybe +2 or 3, maybe a fraction more. Let's see. And nighttime temperatures will be -5, -3, -4, -5, something in the region of that. So day temperatures might be, you know, a little bit warmer. Night temperatures, you know, a little bit cooler. So I was going to take flasks, but it's not going to be cold enough for flasks, so I'm not going to bother with flasks, but I'll take those with me. 40 Below also sent me these camp booties. I've got the Exped overboots, which are pretty decent, but they're not a very good fit. And I've got the Rab camp boots, which I think are pretty, to be honest, they're not very good. My feet just wallow around in them. They're really not good. But these really do look the business. You get a foam insert, so that obviously gives you insulation from the ground. So your feet have got their own little foam pad in there to, you know, to keep to stop them from getting cold. It's a synthetic fill, so obviously if they do get damp or something like that, then they will still keep you cozy. I will still take my lightweight down booties as well. I'm not going to need them. I don't think I'm going to need my heavier weight, as it were, down stuff, because it's just not that cold. But the lacing system on these, it looks really good, because you take it around the back of your foot and then you tie it almost like a Roman legionnaire's sandal. Almost like a Roman legionnaire sandal. So I think it will hold your foot in quite nicely. So I will definitely be taking those and trying those. Joel, who owns 40 Below, he did want to send me the tall ones, but they're not in stock at the moment. So he sent me these shorty overboots. I asked a friend of mine, because I'm rubbish at cutting holes, you do need to cut your own rounded holes. So if you get these, you do need to make sure the hole there is rounded so it doesn't fray, and that it lines up with the bar on there. And to be honest, to me they look identical. I can't, apart from this is the right, because that's on the outside, I can't actually see, you know, a difference. But the odd thing is, but having said that, I don't quite get, that's interesting, because it says, oh no, right, yeah, because it's large, right, yeah, so that's right. I was looking at the L thinking, is that left? But no, of course the L is large. So yeah, so that's the right. But to me, I don't know. I think maybe the toe is, I think looking at it, I think when you look at it, I think the toe is around there for your little toes there, and then the big toe there. So yeah, I think they have even shaped, I think they have shaped the front, you know, when I look at it properly now. So this is a neoprene overboot. They also supply a foam insert. Again, to be honest, given the temperatures I'm going to be in, I don't think, I won't need the foam insert, but it comes with it. Obviously, you'd need to cut, a little half moon shape there. I'm not going to cut anything for the moment because I don't think I'll be needing it in the temperatures I'll be in. I'll probably, again, given these are a padded boot with insulation in them and the temperatures I'm going to be in, even these boots by themselves are probably going to be on the cozy side. But the boot, it fits in very easily. Just make sure you get the right size. So you've got to give him the exact size of your boots so he knows exactly which boots you've got. And then obviously that's your overboot there. And then you do get a loop here. So that loop is not long enough for a gaiter, but you could put a little bit of cord, which I need to remember to cut off. You could put a little bit of cord through there, and you can attach your gaiter to that loop there. There is stretch in it, so at first thought you think, oh, it's quite tight, but it does do that. You just have to, and it's a really, really good, chunky zip. Like I said, to be fair, I think given the temperatures out there, when I'm going to get there, probably going to be too warm to wear this very much, but I'm definitely obviously going to take it, and I will definitely give them a go and see how we get on with them. I've also got gaiters that can go over the top of these, because like I said, these only come to the top of the boots. He does do a longer one which probably comes up to your knee, but to be fair, given the temperatures, this is probably for this time of the year more than enough. And then if it was like much colder, then you might want the the higher one. So that's that. Just another thing that's kind of literally come in at just the other day. I did order it a couple of months ago, and I think they're so busy it took them a while to make it. My stove bag has arrived, so I haven't got the stove. I've half packed the stove, but this is my stove board. So I've put a couple of pictures on Instagram, I think, and obviously I'll show you in more detail when I'm out. But the stove bag is actually made to measure for another board that's a little bit bigger. I actually made this one a little bit smaller because this is more than enough for this. So basically that bottle, and then what I've done, I drilled holes here, here, and then the stove goes on top there, and it's held down by some nut and bolts, and then I put bungee cord through there with knots on the other side. I'm not sure that this is a brilliant idea at the moment. That maybe is a little bit of a work in progress, but basically your stove, sorry, your gas canister fits in there like that. So that's then secure. The stove goes on in there and is bolted down. That goes in there like that. To be fair, once the stove is there, I don't think the pot will fit, but I don't know, it might do. Actually, to be fair, I think it might do actually, given that the legs of the stove will be there, and then the legs are there, so it might do. It might do actually. So that's my MSR pot. I got that from Valley and Peak. And given I'm melting snow, I wanted a bigger pot, so I've got a bigger pot for snow melting. I've got a smaller pot for maybe eating out of or something like that, and then I've got my double wall titanium cup, and all of that fits in there. That fits there, and I'm pretty confident actually that that should fit there. I'm not going to bolt it down or do any attachments or anything. That opens up there, that opens up there, that opens up there, so that will go on there. Yeah, so basically tube here basically will go, you know, over to the top of the canister there. And then of course basically the idea is that you shut it down, obviously. Then you do it up. Obviously I'm not going to pick it up because it's not secure, and obviously you make sure it's all cooled down, so don't do that when it's hot. But basically then your stove setup is in there, so when you get into camp or you leave camp, that's your stove. It's like instant tea. So you then undo that. Oh, careful, just be careful. Open that up, turn the fuel on, get a lighter in there, get it fired up. Obviously take your pots inside out, whack that on there, and you've got a nice cup of tea quite quickly. So that's the stove board. So we finally, almost at the last minute, got that sorted out as well. We're getting everything else up together. You can just see the pulk over here. This is the ski bag. It's a cheap Amazon one, and the zip isn't very good on it. So I've put some tape here, and I'll take this tape with me, and I'm going to wrap tape around it to be on the safe side. It does do up, but in there I've got the Namage 2, the Duomid XL, and some shirts, and just a couple of other poles. Hello. And then the Kieran I've got in here. Boots will go into a suitcase. Yeah, so we're actually starting to pack. This time next week, I will be on my way. Probably landing soon over there. So we're getting everything in here. So obviously once we're there, I can show you stuff once, and then I can unpack and show you bits. I just wanted to show you my new overboots, my new camp boots, my new insulated bottle holder, and I said, you know, just a bonus footage of the stove bag. It looks quite decent actually. I really quite like that. I think that's really cool, that. Anyway, see you in the next video. See you soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, hit that notification. I've got to look there, not there. Yeah, so hit the notification button, subscribe and all that type of stuff, and thanks very much indeed.